Occasionally when I'm making these WrestleMania previews as well as other pay-per-view previews, I normally tell you what I think the best wrestling match of the night is going to be. It might not have the most, entertainment to it. It might not have the biggest stars to it, but you just know when these guys get in the ring, they are going to go. For, big fans, I guess they call it the hardcore fans of wrestling, we have seen this match once before on a big stage in Japan on New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom. We had AJ Styles of the Bullet Club go up against Shinsuke Nakamura. This was honestly a big-time dream match for a lot of people to see these two guys get into the ring. And immediately, once it was said that these guys were jumping ship and going to WWE, we were hoping that we were going to see this on the grand stage of WrestleMania. People thought that it might happen at last year's WrestleMania, even though Nakamura was not a part of the main card yet. I'm really looking forward to this match. I think that these two guys are going to tear the house down. AJ Styles is coming in to WrestleMania as your WWE champion. Shinsuke Nakamura is coming in off of his Royal Rumble win. Definitely when you talk about Nakamura, you can say that he's had a big year since being on the main roster, but definitely since SummerSlam, he really took a step backwards in my opinion. That is when he went on his streak of losing matches to Jinder Mahal, who was the WWE champion at the time. I really thought that after Nakamura was able to beat John Cena on an episode of SmackDown, that was sort of his step forward to becoming the face of SmackDown and being I guess you can say the John Cena of the brand, now that John Cena wasn't going to be around as much. I definitely feel that Nakamura is a big part of WWE, but I know that there's lots of things out there about AJ maybe switching with Seth Rollins. To AJ goes to Monday Night Raw, and Seth Rollins, who has been on Monday Night Raw for a while and sort of had every feud that there possibly is possible over there, sort of finding a way to freshen things up. This definitely would be a way for Nakamura to move to the front of the class and be the guy on the show. Definitely when you do babyface versus babyface, especially for a championship on the grandest stage of being WrestleMania, it's kind of hard to predict which way they're going to go. Definitely, if you're thinking about the brand split idea of maybe AJ jumping to Monday Night Raw, it's sort of really easy to see the idea of him losing this match and Nakamura becoming the champion. With the fact that Nakamura has lost championship title matches not once, not twice, but I believe 3 times, and now is getting another shot finally at WrestleMania, I think that it's his time. I think that's what they were setting the pace for, especially with them not doing some sort of a gimmick match. I don't really want to play into the whole him being Japanese thing, but I don't know what they could have done for his sort of gimmick match. Like Jinder Mahal had the Punjabi prison match where they brought back Great Khali for the Randy Orton feud, but I'm sure they could have figured out something, and especially with Jinder Mahal not really going that long with the title after finally getting out of the Nakamura feud. I think that's what the plan has to have been. I really was thinking Nakamura was going to win the Rumble months ago, and just sort of rode that out until he finally was able to do it. I definitely think that this is going to be the best match of the night, and as of right now, there really is no storyline for this match, so it's kind of hard to talk about this anymore, but I think at WrestleMania, I don't think it's going to be a knock against AJ Styles, but I think it's going to be Nakamura winning the championship. And it plays back into the WrestleMania 32 episode of WWE 24, where AJ Styles is talking about him having his first WrestleMania match against Chris Jericho, and him telling his son that even though he lost the match, he didn't lose that night because he got to wrestle at WrestleMania and he got to really show everybody how good he is. And I'm thinking that's what WrestleMania is going to be this year.